Today I'm with Greg Jemmeson from Jemmeson Fisher, Solicitors and Accountants. Good afternoon, Greg.
Hi, Brian.
The subject we're going to talk about is contracts exchanging without a deposit or part deposit. What's your suggestions on that?
Okay. Well, obviously we can't exchange a contract with no deposit because there has to be some consideration, otherwise it would not be a valid contract. Obviously the situation that arises for a lot of agents is where somebody wants to acquire a property but they don't have the full 10%, and as the market is getting higher and higher, it's not always possible for somebody to have that full 10%. Now, what a lot of agents will ask is, what do I put on the front page of the contract if I'm receiving anything less than the 10%, say 5%? In that instance, you still need to put 10% on the front page of the contract, as that is a requirement of the contract. What then happens is the agent doesn't have the ability to put in any special conditions. As we know, we can only fill in the black box. What they need to do is to be able to arrange with the solicitor, and generally they'll have good relationships with their local solicitors, to provide them with a special condition which they're happy with, that, meaning the solicitor, that they can insert in the contract, which will allow for the payment of the balance of the 10% deposit on completion. However, if there is a default by the purchaser during the settlement period, then the vendor is still protected and has the ability to claim the full 10% in damages should they need to do so.
What happens if all parties agree to a 5% deposit? Can you put down 5% and then the liability is only 5%?
If that is agreed by the parties, but my advice would be to still leave it at 10% on the front page of the contract.
Okay. Well, I think that clears a lot up about contracts and deposits. Thank you, Greg.
No, it's fine.